We tell you now instead about that old man and his demon attendant who hauled the elder before a mist-shrouded stone house and then lowered him gently. Taking the hand of the elder, the old man said, "Holy monk, please don't be afraid. We are not bad people. I'm actually the Squire 8 and 10 of Bramble Ridge. Since ours happens to be a night of clear breeze and bright moonlight, I have brought you here especially to meet a few friends and to talk about poetry, just to spend a pleasant moment of leisure." Only then did the elder manage to collect himself. As he glanced about carefully, this was truly what he found. A haunt of misty clouds obscure. A house in scenes divinely pure. Good for keeping the self pure in training. For flower and bamboo planting. Cranes on verdant cliffs will be seen. Frogs croak from ponds lovely and green. Tiantai's magic hearth it surpasses. Brighter than Mount Hua's air masses. Fishing and plowing need we mention. Worthy is this place of reclusion. Sit still and your thoughts turn serene. As faint moonlight ascends the screen. As Tripitaka enjoyed the scenery, he felt that the moon and the stars grew even brighter. Then he heard voices all saying, "Squire 8 and 10 has succeeded in inviting the holy monk here." When the elder raised his head, he saw 3 old men. The first bore frost-like features, the second had flowing green hair and beard, and the third was meek-mannered and dark-colored. They each had different looks and different garments, and they all came to salute Tripitaka. Returning their bows, the elder said, "What merit or virtue does this disciple possess that he should win such kind attention from these aged immortals?" "We have always heard," replied Squire 8 and 10 with a smile, "that the holy monk is possessed of the way. Having waited for you for a long time, we are fortunate indeed to be able to meet you now. If you are willing to share with us the pearl and jade of your wisdom, we beg you to sit and chat with us, as we long to know the true teachings, the mysteries of Chun." Again bending low, Tripitaka said, "May I ask the honorable styles of the aged immortals?" "The one with the frost-like features," replied Squire 8 and 10, "is called Squire Lonesome Rectitude. The green-haired one has the name of Master Void Surmounting, and the humble one goes by the title of Cloud Brushing Dean. This old moron bears the name of Naughty Virtue." "And what is the honorable age of the immortals?" asked Tripitaka. Squire Lonesome Rectitude said, "My age has 1,000 years attained. Dense leaves, ever young, reach toward the sky. Thick, fragrant boughs shaped like dragons and snakes. A frame of luscious shade frost and snow did try. Hardy since childhood and not worn by time. Air, upright, I on magic arts rely. The phoenix, no common bird, finds shelter here. Lush and lofty, from this world's dust raised high." Smiling, Master of Void Surmounting said, 1,000 years old, I've braved wind and frost. With tall, spiritual stems by nature strong. My sounds hum like rain in a quiet night. My shade spreads cloud-like all autumn day long. My roots are coiled for endless life I've known. I've been taught of eternal youth the song. My guests are cranes and dragons, no worldly life. Vibrantly green, with gods I dwell along." Smiling, Cloud Brushing Dean said, 1,000 cold winters I, too, have passed. Old but cheerful, my forms both pure and quaint. Aloof, I shun mixing with worldly dust and noise. Still romantic though by frost and snow untaint. 7 worthies are my friends of the way. 6 hermits would join me in verse to paint. Not ditties or jingles, we make noble rhymes. I am by nature friend of long life saints. Smiling, Naughty Virtue, Squire 8 and 10, said, I, too, am over 1,000 years old. Still fair and true, I am naturally green. My strength is lovely, born of dew and rain. The world's creative mystery I did glean. Only I thrive in all gorges mist and wind. In all 4 climes, none's more than I serene. I spread a hood of jade to shade my guests. discussing Tao or with lute and chess are seen. Thanking them, Tripitaka said, "All four of you immortals are enjoying long life. Why, Master Nadi virtue is more than 1,000 years old. Having attained the way at such an advanced age, and blessed with such extraordinary and refined features, could you be the four white-haired ones of the Han? You praise us far too much," replied the four old men together. "We are not the four white-haired ones, but only the four disciplined ones deep in the mountain. May we ask in turn the holy monk for his age?" With hands folded before his chest and bowing, Tripitaka replied, "I left mother's womb 40 years ago. Even before my fate on earth was woe. Fleeing for life, I tossed on waves manifold. I cast my shell, meeting by luck Mount Gold. Myself I trained in sutras read with zeal. Buddha's true worship was my sole ideal. Now my king sends me to go to the west. Your divine presence thus favors my quest." The four old men all joined in praising him, and one of them said, "From the moment he left his mother's womb, the holy monk has followed the teachings of Buddha. He has indeed practiced austerities from childhood, and thus he is in truth a superior monk who possesses the way. Now that we have this good fortune of receiving your honorable presence, we make bold to seek from you your great doctrine. We beg you to instruct us on the rudiments of the law of Chan, and that would gratify our lifelong desire." When he heard these words, the elder was not in the least daunted. He began to speak to the four of them, saying, "Chan is quiescence and the law is salvation. But the salvation of quiescence will not be accomplished without enlightenment. The cleansing of the mind and the purgation of desires, the abandonment of the worldly and departure from the dust, that is enlightenment. Now, it's a rare opportunity to attain a human body, to be born in Middle Land, and to encounter the correct doctrine of Buddha. There is no greater blessing than the possession of these three things. The wondrous ways of ultimate virtue, vast and boundless, can neither be seen nor heard. Itan, however, extinguish the 6 organs of sense and the 6 kinds of perception. Thus, perfect wisdom has neither birth nor death, neither want nor excess. It encompasses both form and emptiness, and it reveals the non-reality of both saints and commoners. To contact the truth, you must know the mallet and tongue of primal origin. To intuit the real, you must realize the technique of Sakyamuni. Exercise the power of mindlessness. Tread and shatter nirva a. By means of the awakening of awakening, you must comprehend the enlightenment of enlightenment. One spark of spirit light would protect all. Let the fierce flame shine like a dancer's robe, sweeping the Dharma realm as one thing seen. Pierce the dark and tenuous. Fortify also the strong. This mysterious pass, thus mentioned, who can go through? Minds the originally practiced Chan of great awakening, retained and known just by those of affinity and will. The 4 elders showed boundless delight when they received this instruction. With hands folded and bowing in submission, all of them said, "The holy monk is indeed the very source of enlightenment in the principle of Chan." Then Cloud Brushing Dean said, "Though Chan is quiescence and the law, salvation, it is still required of us to be firm in our nature and sincere in our mind. Even if we became the true immortal of great awakening, it is, in the end, the way of no birth. The mystery we live by, you see, is greatly different from yours. The way is indeed extraordinary," said Tripitaka. "But while substance and function are one, how could there be any difference?" Smiling, Cloud Brushing Dean said, "Since we were born hardy and strong, our substance and function differ from yours. Indebted to heaven and earth for giving us a body, we're beholden to rain and dew for our color's nourishment. Smiling, we disdain the wind and frost and pass the days and months. Not one leaf of ours would wither. All our branches hold firm to virtue. Our words are unlike yours which, instead of consulting the Liazi, cling to those of Sanskrit. Now, the Tao was originally established in China. Instead, you seek its illumination in the West. You're squandering your straw sandals. I wonder what it is that you are after. A stone lion must have gouged out your heart. Your bones must have been pumped full of wild foxes' saliva. You forget your origin to practice Chen, vainly seeking the Buddha's fruit. Yours are like the prickly riddles of my bramble ridge, like its tangled enigmas. This sort of superior man, how could he teach and lead? With this kind of model, how could he transmit truth's imprint? You must examine the appearances before you. For there's life by itself in quiescence. The bottomless bamboo basket will draw water. The rootless iron tree will bring forth flowers. Plant your feet firmly on the Lingbao summit. Maitreya's fine congress you'll attend back home. When Tripitaka heard these words, he kowtowed to thank the speaker, but he was raised by Squire 8 and 10. As Squire Lonesome Rectitude also came forward to pull him up, Master Void Surmounting let out a loud guffaw and said, "The words of Cloud Brushing are obviously shot full of holes. Please rise, holy monk, and don't believe all he says. In this moonlight we never intended at all to discuss the theories of self-cultivation. Let's indulge rather in the composing and chanting of poetry. If you want to do that," said Cloud Brushing with a smile. "Let's go inside our little shrine for a cup of tea. How about it?" The elder leaned forward to stare at the stone house, which had on top of its entrance an inscription of 4 words written in large characters, "Shrine of Sylvan Immortals." They walked together inside and took their proper seats. Then the scarlet-botted demon attendant came to serve them with a platter of china root pudding and 5 goblets of fragrant liquid.